Hello, how are you?
I am fantastic. How about yourself? How have you been?
Varying degrees of okay.
Heard. I completely understand.
I'm like very happy Biden got in, so that's cool. But
Same.
yeah, just trying to survive, man.
Doing the damn thing. Yeah, I'm happy too. Honestly, I thought it was a little too close for my liking, but you know what? All's well that ends okay, right?
Yeah. I feel the same way. I was like refreshing the election results for like 3 days. Like,
Oh
this is
my
too long.
God. Yeah, Google had me waiting like every day. I'd wake up in the middle of the night. I'm like, let me check the results. Maybe they announced it. Like,
Just like calculating it too. I was like, which state? Okay, I need this state. This state needs to get it together. I was like, there's a
right.
lot. There's a lot.
Oh my God, I'm so proud of us here in like Philly and Pennsylvania too. It's like we like sealed the deal. Like fuck you,
Came
dude.
through. Yeah, that was so good. That was so good. I was happy too. That was cool. I was so stoked.
Yeah,
New
so
chapter.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't really like prepare anything for this interview. Like any questions is like at this point, like we've kept in constant contact since the last interview. Like at this point, you're just Z-West friend of the show. So we just talk.
Oh, I love that. I think that's cool. Yeah, I think it's really cool. We've definitely like stayed in touch and everything. I'm glad to like have my community boy more connected to my community. Like I live in
Yeah.
Philly. I love Philly.
Yeah, man.
I'm trying to think what's cool and new. I feel like a lot has happened since July, right? July, June.
Yeah, it was back then because you were like my second or third interview, I think, for this round of BTS. So it's been a
Yeah,
hot minute.
it has been. I don't know, like let's see. We have a new song coming out at midnight, which is exciting.
Nice.
Uh,
Let's tell me about that. Love me, right?
mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. It's like I've been working on an EP recently where it's kind of like a concept EP essentially where it's like I'm trying to use it to grow through like my like PTSD and depression because like it leaks into my relationships, obviously. So I'm using it to talk about that. And then this single is like the end of the EP, which is really cool. Like this, so it's like this kind of I accept the skeletons in your closet kind of thing. If you accept mine and like we can just be chill and like love me and I'll love you sort of thing, which is weird because I feel like a lot of my songs aren't when I write them, they aren't like happy love songs. So, but it was cool. We worked with Ben Runyon of City Rain again, and it's kind of EDM-ish, like some drum and bass influences. So it's cool. I'm excited. I'm excited for this new chapter and this EP to come out eventually. And it's just cool. It's cool to like grow through music.
Yeah. I heard a snippet of it that you had up the little teaser. Like it sounded pretty dope. Like I can't wait to hear the whole thing.
Cool. Yeah. Thank you. No, I think that's cool. I like it's cool. It's dope. It's like clean. It feels like professional. Like we're really doing stuff. It's really cool. I don't know, man. It's just weird. It's weird to have music out that really means something, and like that, like I really like we've got through this new project. It's like pouring myself into. It's like very bizarre, but it's cool. I don't know. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when you see people start to relate to it, like it's gonna be like I'm sure that's gonna be like I can't even describe the feeling. Like this joy and like I'm so happy that you get me and that I get you. But at the same time, I'm so sorry for you that you get me.
Yeah, exactly. I'm almost like, oh, like I really kind of hope you don't, because then like ugh, like I feel your pain. But yeah, it's gonna be a weird feeling. I think it's like it is weird. It's so bizarre, but it's cool to kind of see too that like to have that tribe of people that are like, nah, like I do feel you, like you're not alone. Yeah, these feelings are like crazy. It just weird. I'm trying last time we talked about mental health a lot, and the time I was like looking for a therapist, and like I found this like bomb ass therapist now that like I've been working on myself, which is a lot. That's like a full-time job, you know? You like really
Yeah.
start grinding on that. But so that's been interesting too. But it's been cool. It's been good. It's been a lot. You have some new stuff out too, right? You've been working on some other projects going on as well.
Oh yeah. I do. You know, there was a point where I was like, I'm not gonna talk about my own music on the show, but like eventually it's gonna get to the point where like, you know, like we're friends, so eventually it's gonna get talked about. So like, I don't know. I don't want to seem like cheesy or like that, like shameless self promotion, but like I guess if it comes up, it comes up. But yeah, yeah, I put a single out, made a video, wrote, shot it myself because money's tight sometimes, or and really just like over this summer, I've been getting really into like film and photography, or like videography and photography, and just got like I had this idea, and it was a fairly simple idea, and I was like, I could do that myself. Like, it's a lot of static shots and like in cuts, but it works. But I think and then I went to the studio, Gradwell House, with my buddy Eric, who's in Sleep In and used to be in this band called The Progress that was pretty dope around here. He's producing it. Got one of my old bandmates from like back in the day on it, who's also in Sleep In. It's like one of the most talented guitar players I've ever met. My buddy Daryl from this band Pyramids, he like plays in this like metal, like hardcore band, but like we've been friends ever since. So like bring a little bit of that influence into it is really cool. And uh Joe Joe Freebird from Nobody Yet. And I know they've done their thing. And he's actually a Drexel guy too. So yeah, I'm in the studio. Things are sounding dope. I'm so happy with how it's coming out. And like the coolest thing is like with COVID, like I wasn't able to put together a band. So I was just like, I just found some guys and I was like, hey, here's some acoustic tracks that like I recorded on a whim when I was doing this like Taking Back Sunday tribute thing. Had some extra time, recorded these things on a whim, and I was like, yo, here they are. And we have no idea how they're gonna turn out. So like hearing it come together like in the studio it was such a different experience, and I loved it. Yeah, I'm very happy about that. Hopefully get some decent results. It was super exciting to see like my cover artwork on like Spotify. Like I know that's not like the end all be all, but it's just like, oh shit, I'm on Spotify, I'm on Pandora, I'm on Amazon, like what?
Yo, I did that. Yeah, no, I feel that. That's the best feeling. Especially like I do the same thing. I write the same way where like I'll do acoustic stuff and then I just like send it to like a coalition of different friends. And I'm like, whatever you want to do, cool. And it's so dope to see it come together, especially when you like it. Nah, and that Spotify feeling is cool. And you're just like, damn, like I am official. I have shit out.
Yeah, exactly. It's like,
It's so cool.
and like I know we talked about last time, like when we were going through, like talking to them a lot about the mental illness stuff, like my like alcoholism and like addiction and shit like that, and it pretty much like I mean I was probably definitely an alcoholic and like in some capacity before my last band broke up, but then like when that band broke up, it just kind of reared its ugly head because I had no outlet, and then it just blew up, and so I spent 10 years fucking off pretty much. And like now that I'm getting my shit together, I'm like, yo, nah, like fuck that, it's not too late, like get it done.
Yeah, yeah, and that's the cool thing about like music. Like, I mean, it's weird, right? Because it's such like a weird industry. I feel like it's like a really can be really cutthroat, pushy industry, but that release is like nothing else. Like just the release of being able to like I was working yesterday and I was like had a really bad day and I like re-recorded some demos for one of the songs and I just felt so much better. Like, I don't know what it is. Like you just can instantly just like pour something. Like it's a healthy coping mechanism. Like it's just so dope. I have the same way. Like when I get out of it and I like because I like go through ebb and flows, it's just different. I feel different. I don't feel as good. Like I don't feel like I'm working towards something or like I have that release. So yeah, I get you 100%, 100%. It's
Yeah.
crazy. It's really weird, but it's cool. I don't know.
It's even the same with like with this, with like the podcast and you know, I don't know if you saw the video that I put out on and I put on Instagram yesterday, but like I get so like it's like it builds up so much, and then like even like doing like an Instagram post or something like that, it's just so like stress relieving because it's like okay, I'm keeping people informed, and I have no problem getting on there and being like, yo, I fucked up, I'm sorry, like you know what I mean, but uh it's it kind of it just that outlet to get something out, get something done, and feel like you're moving towards something besides like the grind of the of the working world, which I'm back in now. But and don't get me wrong, I love my job, but um it's still I went from doing nothing to working like 40 plus hours a week, like in an instant. It's not an easy transition to make, like love it or hate it.
No, yeah, I do the same thing where I've been picking up more work that's like not related to just my music. And it's a huge adjustment. It's weird, especially because like we've been in this time of like rest with COVID and everything. I feel like we've all taken this time to like recruit a little bit. And yeah, it's a huge adjustment and it's hard. And then finding the balance of all that can be really difficult too. Like still finding time to like do my creative things and stuff that I love on top of like a job that I like and like works well, like pays the bills and like that kind of thing. Like there's a balance there.
Yeah. I think I was blessed a lot to, especially since like this whole thing, since decided that like fucking I'm getting back in to be on the static. I was blessed because a lot of people were having trouble getting that like unemployment stuff, and I had that, so I was just like, let me sit back and try to build something with this. Like now, like I have that golden like that golden ratio of money and time, so it's like let me try to build something that's like, let me have something like set up so when I come out of COVID, I'm like, I'm good, you know what I mean? I have the systems in place to like keep myself on track.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like there's been a good handful of people that my friends have done the same thing where they've like taken the time to just kind of be like, let me take this time almost as like a bittersweet blessing, like to focus on my own stuff. Let me build up the stuff that I really love. And the same thing. And I do the same thing even with music where I like really took this time. I was like, I'm just really going to focus. I'm going to focus on my brand. I'm going to focus on my team. I'm going to focus on like the music we're making. And then so that when it gets busier, it can kind of autopilot and you can still have it and keep going with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It's been weird. I think now we're so deep into COVID. I feel like you're adjusting. It's like a weird thing now. It's like I'm almost okay with the loneliness. You get comfortable in it and you just fill it with other things.
Yeah, like I definitely have become okay being like by myself, locked in a room for hours. Whereas like I remember a time where it's like if I woke up here, even if it's my own house, no matter where, if I woke up here, I couldn't be here for more than 2 hours. You know what I mean? Like I had to go somewhere and do something. But now I'm just like, yeah, I don't wanna like I wanna stay here all day.
Yeah, no, I feel like I'm gonna get out of it and be like, what friends? No, no, we can still FaceTime. Like that's fine.
Yeah. Dude, like this is great. Like I got my own room now too in my house. So it's like I said it, like I don't know if you could see like all the stuff in the background.
Yeah.
Like I made myself my own little studio and everything. So it's I can do like I've shot videos or like YouTube stuff, like just, you know, talking head stuff, and like the background looks great. I'm so like, you know, I've been able to make some moves in a limited situation, you know.
Yeah. And I feel like having that dedicated space, especially as a creative, is really nice. You know, like just be like, this is where I work. Like it's kind of separates it. So you're just like rolling out of bed. I'm like, oh, I should set up my stuff. Like I know that like with my creative juices or whatever, like I feel it's hard sometimes if you like get an idea and then I have to go set up my mic and my laptop and like my whole situation. You know, like I don't know, it just like slows you down.
Yeah.
So it's nice to have that space.
So something caught my ear. You were talking about you know, working on your brand. So I don't know. To me, it's such an ambiguous term. Like or maybe I'm just like too old to get it. But like, what is a like? What exactly do you mean by like what is your brand? Like, what do you like? What have you been like cultivating to be like? This is like, you know, this is the West when it comes around.
Yeah, I think it's hard. I'd say a hard question to answer too. Like I think for me, I want to present a consistency West because obviously like as Mackenzie, like I'm all over the place sometimes. You know, like I have many different sides of me. And then for Z West, it's just kind of presenting like this this piece of me, this heightened piece of me, just like to my audience, so that they get a consistency, especially from like a social media standpoint, from like a business side. You know, like I have when I get like really low, I don't like being on social media. Like I will delete all social media off my phone. Like I won't check it. Like it just it's I recluse in that way. And I've worked with my manager on just like making sure that we have a consistent presence, you know, so that my audience never feels like I'm missing. Like they, you know, like so they can still feel like I'm there and I'm engaging even if like I need the space. So it's kind of like that. And then just getting like what is my message right now? Because obviously the brand is super fluid, but I want to like make sure like when we're doing stuff, like we're supporting like it comes down to even colors. Like what vibe am I giving off? Like what does it support the music? Like does it make sense just to give like the music 100% a push? Like it's even like I guess a colors thing. Like this one has been like really cool colors. So we've done like kind of the blues and the purples similar to this Violet Night Sunrise release, but then like some more blacks and stuff. Yeah, I think it just the core of the brand is just like consistency for my audience. So that like when they see Z West, like they know what Z West is. Like I don't want them to have to guess beyond like a cool, mysterious thing. Like I don't want them to have to guess about who I am or what I'm like putting out or like supporting them with. I don't know if that makes sense. I feel like I rambled a little bit.
No, it totally does. Like, you know, I just hear people say that a lot, like build your brand. And I'm like, but I'm just like me. Like, what do you mean? Like, you know what I mean? Um, I don't know. I think like it's even for like the podcast, it's like genuine. Like, you know what I mean? I just try to be like genuine and like I don't really think about like colors or style or anything. That's just never been like me. But you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Um, so I don't know. I don't know what I put out. Maybe I should give some more thought to that, the things like that, just in general life too. I think I went through. I was like, I'm just gonna start wearing black because like I'm okay with it, and like I'm not sad all the time, and people like get that vibe from me. But like, you know, I don't know. I just like black. It
Yeah,
works.
I do too. Yeah, I don't know. It fits my vibe. It like feels correct. It feels like the correct energy to put out, like when I wear black and like dark clothes and beanies and stuff. And I think that's a piece of it too. Like I've just gotten a lot more conscious of the energy that I'm putting out with Z West. Like that's almost kind of what it is for the brand. And obviously like there's business pieces of it, but the core is just what am I giving? You know, like what parts am I of myself am I giving to my audience? Like how can I best give them an experience through like, because now like with social media, it's weird. It's not like obviously like I'm gonna give an experience through this song and through this EP and like through live performances, but then like they have access, like an audience has access to like 7 different accounts. So I think like we just want to give them an energy. You know, I want to give you like a positive, and you even said too, like I want to give a positive, genuine energy of who I am consistently.
It makes sense. So you mentioned shows, quote unquote. You mentioned you were putting something together, like a fundraiser or something coming up. Like, what's that all about?
Yeah. So it's, as we talked about, like I've been working on my mental health a lot, and so I wanted something good to come out of it. Like I had a low couple week ago, 2 weeks ago. That was just bad. I just was like, I don't want to do anything. Like I wanted something good to come out of it. So a friend of mine has done a couple live shows before, and I've hosted some before with friends. But I wanted to do this one to just kind of destigmatize and just really do a mental health focus. So the plan is right now is he's as a fundraiser for Hope for the Day, the nonprofit that does like suicide prevention and like mental health awareness. Like do a lot in like punk scenes. Like I think I first heard about it from like a basement show in high school, and then like it'll be like a couple artists will perform, and I'm going to start the show with like a conversation with my therapist just to kind of destigmatize how that started and like what what do we do, like, guys, I think sometimes there are fears around starting it. Like I know I was nervous to start like working on myself and really just like putting that effort in, and I want people to know that it's okay. Like it's okay to work through stuff, and it's okay to start that journey even though it can be hard and scary. So it's going to be, the plan is December 18th, and to have the show go live. And yeah, I really just want to start the conversation. I want people to feel a little bit more, okay with not being okay, and just working on themselves and being in like a, not being, at your end goal kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm familiar with Hope for the Day. I think I heard about them at a Warp Tour.
Yeah, they partner with Warped Tour before, which I thought was really cool because I love Vans. Vans are like, I love Vans.
It's been a while since I've owned like a legit pair of Vans, but like that slip-on thing was just like, the fewer laces, the better. Like I hate tying my shoes. Usually when I tie a pair of shoes, like they're like that until either they're dead or they're untied. Like until they work their way out.
And they're just so comfy. Like after the first 2 weeks, I'm just like, the first 2 weeks are a little rough, right? I gotta like wear long socks and whatever. But then after that, they're like slippers. I just love Vans. I
Yeah.
have like 5 or 6 pairs. It's a lot, probably too much, but then they do some cool things. So yeah, so I think it's super cool. And like Hope for the Day, I've just really liked. I have some of their like merch as well, and they just do cool stuff. So I just kind of want to make some smaller waves like in the community, and we're gonna partner with Skyline Music Group, the label based here in Philly, and then Flux with Drexel. So kind of do some more well-rounded sponsors, so it's not just me like in front of my computer.
Yeah. Nice.
So yeah, I think it'll be cool. I'm excited. We've got some like cool acts, and Michaela Jane is playing, and Corduroy is gonna play, I think, and we've got some new like younger Drexel talent and stuff. So I just think it'll be cool. I just think it'll be cool to like have a conversation. People do that all the time with music for sure, but just having it. I'm just doing it a little bit different as well, especially right now, like right before the holidays too, and just it's a rough time for people.
Yeah. I was actually thinking about like trying to do a holiday song or something, just a little acoustic ditty to throw out there just to have something. Cause I'm not planning on doing any releases till the new year, but just have some fun.
Yeah, we're doing some similar stuff. Been working on like some covers and like some more chill stuff to release, because the same thing, like this song will come out tomorrow, or I don't know, and we'll air this, but November 13th is tomorrow. Yeah. And then we'll do the same thing. Like the EP won't come out until probably January. So February-ish, which is a long gap. But same thing, we kind of hopefully release like some covers and just like some lighter stuff. That's why I want to do this show too, you know, like stay with it, even though it's such a busy time.
Yeah.
It's weird. But yeah, so I don't know. It's cool. And holiday songs are fun. I've had some friends who do holiday songs too.
Yeah, I never really like thought about it. Like, and it's crazy, like think about it now, because I'm definitely one of those guys that's like, yo, stop trying to skip over Thanksgiving. It's my favorite holiday. All I gotta do is show up and eat. Like, why are you doing this to me every year? Like, like stop it. Like, you know, it is weird because like it's like they're trying to eliminate Thanksgiving and it's a conspiracy because now they're like, so you can't have Black Friday without Thanksgiving, and now they're like, oh, we're just gonna have Black Friday all month. I'm like, what? Like, what are you doing?
Let me eat my thing in peace.
Right, exactly. Can I get some turkey? I need my pumpkin pie or sweet potato pie. Like, what are y'all doing? Actually, cranberry sauce. Cranberry sauce is my thing. I love cranberry sauce. But like, I really truly love the canned cranberry sauce with no no berries in it. I swear to God, I survived off of cranberry sauce, instant potatoes, and peanut butter sandwiches for pretty much a whole year when I was your age.
Simple diets. I mean, I don't know. Cranberry sauce, like, I think it's the texture for me, like, freaks me out. I'm like,
Yeah.
But, you know, that's cool. That's actually really funny. That sounds right. I feel like my age, our diets are just trash. Like today, I don't even know if I've eaten today. Have I eaten today? I will probably have a Pop-Tart. And I've had drinking brisk pink lemonade and I had a tea earlier. So really killing the eating game. My diet is great.
Listen,
Oh.
I've only had a Red Bull, this Red Bull so far, but in all fairness, I rolled out of bed 20 minutes before I got on here. So
Hey.
that's the
Whatever
best
works.
part of
Yeah.
having the studio at your house.
Yep. That's what I love about working from home. I will say is that like someone can have a meeting. I'm like, anytime. I will just roll right out of bed. I'll just come to the meeting and I will be wearing pajama pants and you won't know. It's
right. Fine. Dude, I got on shorts and slippers right now under nobody can see anything. So
mm-hmm. I just have to make sure like I'm wearing like a clean shirt, then it's fine.
Yeah, I've even fucked that up from time to time.
Doesn't even matter anymore. Like as long as people can't even tell. You know, it's so weird.
Do you ever wonder like how many people are actually like literally half naked like when they're on these calls with you?
Bro, I try not to think about it. I
guess that's a little gross, but it's just like it's a random thought.
I'd be in a meeting and like, oh, what is happening? Like it's really funny like when like someone else, you know, like enters your bubble. Because it's weird. Like you get in this like computer meeting bubble and then there's like someone else walks by and you're like, oh yeah, you actually have a life over there. Or there's like a dog or something. Oh my gosh. It's weird. It's a bizarre thing. I don't know.
Yeah, my therapist.
I'm gonna think about that.
I'm glad I could be of assistance. My therapist has my own personal therapist has a dog as well, and occasionally the dog will just start like I remember one day we were there and the dog just like pops up and starts like chewing at something in the background, and I had to stop. I was like, should your dog be doing that? Like, we
like, okay, like
yeah.
Yeah, it's so funny. We had a meeting a couple weeks ago and a friend just like brought in her cat and the cat just like sat like a human on her lap, and everyone was like, I need more information on the cat. We can't just, I don't care what we're talking about, but like cat right now. So
Yeah,
it's like really weird. It's like instant serotonin. I don't care about anything else. So
it's like show and tell, you know. So listen,
yeah,
one thing I
I'll like
definitely wanted to talk about. Super interesting concept for the video for this song. Like you're getting like fans and other people involved. I don't remember the exact post that I saw, but I was like, yo, that's super dope. Like about
yeah.
people with their loved ones.
Yeah, that was my manager Maria was that idea. She's thought it'd be really cool. And same thing, trying to be creative, like DIY, and then like I just really want this song to be like, like growth and happiness and like love and positivity, I want to see these people like being happy in relationships, like let's go. So it's cool. I'm super excited to see it and just see like what people send in, and just like, I don't know, it's cool. It makes me so happy, like see people happy together. I'm like, oh my gosh, like
Yeah.
happiness exists in the world and it's so good. Like, so yeah, it's cool. We're still collecting stuff for that, and we don't know if we have a date and that will come out yet, but I'm stoked to see it. That'll probably come out in like late December or something. And yeah, it's cool. It's really cool. I'm excited. It's just it'll be like a lyric video, I think, and it'll be like, this is like a thank you to my community. Like I really want to, like this next project really just be like a with love from Z kind of thing, just like I like want to give to my community, connect with my community, and just be like, yo, like just give more. I want to be like more vulnerable, and I don't know. I think it's gonna be cool. I think it's gonna be dope. I'm excited.
Yeah, me too. I can't participate because single and all, but I I would love. But I was like, yeah, that was my first reaction. I was like, oh, I can't be in it.
That's, yeah.
I'm the same way. Like when I see like a good couple that's like not toxic and like just kind of like can like roast each other and have fun, I'm like, that's what's up.
Yeah, I love that. I just love that. Like I don't know. I just like I love seeing people like be happy like that. When you're just like, it's just chill. It's just like you can tell like they're in sync, and it's like a vibe. And like you said, like you can make fun of them and it's like just chill. And yeah, I don't know. I think that's what this like EP is about too. Like I just that relationship that's just chill and happy, and like I accept you when you are kicking leaves and vulnerable, and like it's totally cool, so it's cool. Happiness is cool, man. Just trying to chase some serotonin all the time.
Yeah. I like that. That'll be the name of something. Happiness is cool. That's the new that's the new theme.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I like it. Just like it is. I just want to be. I want to be happy. I want to just be happy with stuff, and like be happy with myself, my music, and just and vibe. And I want to give that to my community. Like obviously, I am like queen of having like sucky days where I'm just like I can't. It's hard to snap out of not being okay, but just to enjoy those moments together and just be like, yeah, like this is cool. There will be worse days ahead, but like it's cool right now, and like that's dope. Just like appreciating the moment and stuff.
Yeah. I think like once I got to a point where I just accepted that it's like I'm not gonna be happy all the time. And I think that was hard for me, especially like starting like in sobriety and all. And I'm like, I expect I realize like I expect to be happy all the time. And that's why like, that's a large part of it. And it's like that's an irrational thought. Like, you know what I mean? Like I would love to be happy all the time, but like nobody's happy all the time. And like, like you said, like it's okay not to be okay. And like I could think for like sensitive and like creative people, like it takes a while to get to know that, because like you kind of want to be there and be that rock for everybody else, but it's like, you know, sometimes, you know, I need to lay on a rock, you know.
Yeah, and I was talking to my therapist about that today, actually, because like I had like stuff recently, and like I just was like yeah, like I'm mad, crying about this or bothered, and she was like, it's okay, like because that shows, I still have the capacity, and I still have the capacity to feel, I still have the capacity to love, and like just to be grateful for those feelings and just like feel those feelings, because the same thing you said, like I'm not going to be happy all the time, but feeling those emotions is so much better than feeling nothing. Because I've definitely had those. I've had those like periods of time because I am like notoriously a workaholic and will just numb with work, and then I feel nothing. And so now kind of growing and working on myself and feeling everything, it's like being grateful for every emotion to be like, I can feel this, like I've grown, like this hurts now, or like I'm happy now, but like just I don't know, feeling everything and being grateful for like everything. It's hard, it's annoying, but it's growth and it's cool. I don't know. I guess like I'm appreciating emotions more, even if they're not my favorite, but just like feeling everything more.
I never thought about it like that. Like, yeah, like only like psychopaths and sociopaths don't feel anything. So like, yeah, I guess I should be just more appreciative. And like they say, without the sour, the sweet wouldn't be as sweet,
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Which like is super like, and we're talking about that today too, where it's like it's kind of like not to do the cliche, but it is. It's like you in the moment, like just to like appreciate that I've had some, you know what I mean? Like, and they're like, if there's pain, then like I've felt something good. Like there's an antithesis to that.
Yeah.
So like we can still experience those feelings. Yeah, it's just weird. It's weird. It's a weird new mindset. Been working on trying to be mindful and just like being more appreciative every moment. But it's different. It's like there's almost like a lightness to like a low or something, especially when there's like like when it's a reason. And it's not just like my depression coming out of nowhere and being like, surprise, sad. Like,
Right.
but yeah, I don't know. It's different. It's kind of cool working on that. Just being like, okay, like if this is okay, like this is growth. So yeah, it's cool. It's kind of cool.
Growth is the shit. Um,
Hmm. Yeah, she doesn't.
good.
No, I was gonna say my therapist saying it too, like about growth just being like growth never comes when it's easy, Growth is like usually when you're like on the floor crying and like in pain. And then we grow. So good things.
Yeah, right. Um, so on that note, looks like we're running a little low on time just because, I refuse to pay for a Zoom account at this point.
Totally get it. I totally get it.
So, anything else you want to talk about? Just remind everybody where about the new stuff coming out, the new show, where to find you, and everything else.
Yeah, z.west everywhere is keep updated on what we're doing and music and shows. And yeah, we have the new music coming out November 13th, which will be cool. And just keep pushing out fun content. Feel free to reach out to me. I'm like super love talking to people. So
Awesome. Thank you again, Z, for joining me. This is an awesome conversation. This is just a really good conversation, and I appreciate that, and I appreciate the openness and like rawness that you bring when you come on the show. So, I'm sure I'll be talking to you again at some point. Just like, say hi, keep in touch. We'll talk
for sure. And thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it. It's
for
super
sure.
chill.
And when you get a flyer for that show, definitely send it over, and I'll push that out for you.
For sure. Sounds good. Thank you so much.
No worries. All right. Enjoy the rest of your day.
You too.
All right, later.
Bye.